Hi everyone, thanks for having me here. Okay, we're talking about a new golden opportunity in Ivory Coast. We're a Greenfields Explorer. We just put a package together. We've effectively taken a package out of the old Mariana stable, which was the Hot Martin discovery, which was sold to Sandstorm. I was the CEO there, and now we've effectively relisted, or we're spinning out our Ivory Coast assets into what we see as the next opportunity in Cote d'Ivoire. So it's got to work out how we go here. Our normal disclaimer. So Cote d'Ivoire, we see it as a jurisdiction, certainly an up-and-coming jurisdiction, West Africa. We see certainly a great interest from fund managers' perspective, from large producers to and the producers that are already there: Randgold, Resolute, Endeavour, Newcrest, and Sentiment as well. In terms of Awale, okay, we actually took the assets out and we listed on the 29th of December 2017. We have a successful management team that delivered crystallized value in the Mariana transaction when Sandstorm actually purchased Mariana for £165 million. In terms of Cote d'Ivoire, we've actually got a great footprint. So we've come in here, Greenfields exploration, but really managed to first move advantage from our perspective in actually securing quite a nice package of granted licenses. Over the Mariana life and coming into listing, effectively we've spent $1.5 million to date on the properties. And we've actually, just before listing, we completed a 4,700 meter RC program. So just where are the projects? So we're concentrating at the moment on the northeastern side of Cote d'Ivoire, which we call the Bonduku project. 3 contiguous licenses, 1,200 square kilometers of granted ground. Further to the south, we have Abenguru. We've actually just received a granting of one of our licenses there. And to the northwest, we have Odieni. Now, just from a jurisdictional perspective and in terms of a junior operating there, I mean, here we are getting granted, like when licenses granted, but the reason we're getting these licenses granted is on the fact that we've actually been working quite consistently over the period. We believe in engaging transparently with the ministry, and we certainly engage locally. We have operate a local Ivorian team, and as well as the normal stakeholders in the actual areas. From that, you can actually see that we're trying to focus on district scale. We're not trying to have postage stamps all over Cote d'Ivoire. We're really trying to focus and bring key areas which we think are underexplored. Bonduku has never been drilled before, and there are artisanal working there. And in terms of the work we've done, we're certainly highlighting the prospectivity. And all our areas are pretty much the same. So we own those on the east 100%. So that is effectively there's a 5th license now, so we've got 2,000 square kilometers. Just in terms of the team, so I'm not going to go delve too much, but effectively the Mariana team that was operating these licenses before is effectively operating it now. We've got Andrew Chubb, my COO, and he's actually based in Malta, flying in every month for effectively 2 weeks. But in country, we have Kofi Ngamele, who's our senior geologist there, that's effectively running it on the ground, with Carl as well. On the technical advisory, I'm not a technical guy. I believe in having a technical advisory. I've got Eric Roth, who was my previous COO, that's involved, as well as Neil Adzed, who's ex-Sprott, who has also been to site. We listed on the 29th of December. We raised 3.5 million Canadian for Greenfields exploration very successfully. Sandstorm has effectively underpinned some of that to the value of about 800,000, and we've really got 28 million shares in issue, so a nice tight structure going forward. Management own and directors own 24%. I own 10% of the business, and Sandstorm now, with that underpinning, effectively own 11%. So we purchased these assets from Sandstorm by giving away a 2% NSR, and then Sandstorm has over and above that now come and supported the raise. So just coming to the actual project area, so this is in the northeast. We're focusing on Bonduku, and just in terms of work that we've done to date, we've done streams over the entire 12,000 square kilometers. We've done flown Aeromag, not 12,000, sorry, 1,200. We've flown Aeromag, which has really highlighted structures. We've got a nice 38-kilometer shear zone, and we've got coincidental artisanal workings as well as soils that we've done as well, all stacking up that actually deserved certainly the initial scout drilling that we've just done. And on those green areas, which we call Farco South, as well as the two to the north, so two to the north there, those are the subject of our RC program to date. So if we just drill down on the main shear zone, so we're talking about a 15-kilometer shear zone where the artisanals are actually working. We've delineated quite a nice soil anomaly there. We're talking at, this is a 10,000 meter auger program, and we're looking at effectively in that middle zone, a 6 kilometer long soil anomaly, 2 kilometers wide. We have another 2 kilometers to the north and a further 1 kilometer to the south. We think that that's all going, along that shear zone, we actually believe that with more infill drilling, we'll probably be able to actually bring that all together, and we're pretty sure that we'll have consistent mineralization over that area. So that's a 15-kilometer zone of what is a 38-kilometer shear zone. So a significant amount of exploration still to do, but quite a nice soil anomaly that's been, or an auger anomaly that's been delineated already. So again, just drilling down on that auger anomaly quickly, we've done some test IP. The nice thing, and that's a resistivity anomaly, so we can actually see the shear zone pretty much coincident with that auger anomaly. That auger anomaly actually runs in the region of, actually what you see in there is above 50 ppb, which is a pretty strong a geochem anomaly. We do have some nice rock chip samples over the area from the artisanals, but there are grab samples. But we are talking up to 30 grams, 29 grams per ton. So interesting soil anomaly, rock chips, interesting auger anomaly, which certainly deserved drilling. So this was the subject of our initial RC program. So it's drilling down again. So if we just go back, if I can go back. So we're looking at a 6-kilometer zone within that 15-kilometer zone. And effectively, those are the drilling. So we've done a few test fences. So the auger was really going to affect around 3 meters. There is a lot of cover. And really just trying to punch through that cover so we get a sort of a consistent true soil geochem anomaly. And then further, and then following that, now we've gone with the RC program down to a depth of around 60, 70 meters, pretty much on the fence lines. So we've done on that anomaly, the auger anomaly, the high-grade auger anomaly. We've also done a little bit on the artisanals, just some testing. And what we're seeing here now are these are our first results there. We've done, it's a 23 holes over the Farco South. 15 holes have been returned to date. There are 8 holes pending, but some pretty nice numbers. 3 meters at 5 grams, 5 meters at 1.4, including 3.2. And the nice thing, we do see a 20-meter zone of around a gram. So pretty typical of some of the West African deposits. However, we certainly are looking for higher grade. There's no doubt we are. And we see along this shear zone the ability to really, we don't have a geological understanding as yet, and we are going to follow up with diamond holes, but really looking for flexure points, sort of pooling of higher grade. So that's the intention here. But the key thing, again, that we're seeing is we've got a large alteration system. So we're seeing this green fuchsite, sericite alteration, and that's pretty consistent over that entire area. So this is two kilometers apart, another 600 meters to a K apart, and another 600 meters to a K apart. So very broad spacing in terms of our initial scout holes. Good thing is that we've seen the mineralization, encouraging mineralization, and now the alteration system where we know strong alteration system, strong fluid flow, and pretty excited about moving a project forward. We have another 2,500 meters planned of diamond holes now. So this was 5,000 meters up to December. We're waiting on the pending holes. With the pending holes coming through, we'd have a better understanding of what we have, some of the geology, and really trying to understand further geology and orientation with the diamond holes coming in. So that is the intention going forward in this quarter. To the north, we have some high-grade, very high-grade quartz veining, so quite different to the shear zone. Here the artisanals came in. Within 6 months, they were down to 25 meters on a 600-meter trend. They'd found where there was no outcropping. They found it with metal detectors. And the nice thing is we call this casino based on the rock chip sampling that we saw, that we've taken. There is free gold there, up to 500 grams free gold in some of the samples. So we have put some fences over that orpaillage, and those results are pending, and we're hoping that we will be able to discover, at least understand or discover a decent intercept over there. So really going forward, what we've got 80 kilometers of known mineralized trend. We've been only concentrating on 4 areas to date. We're trying to lift the other areas into a drill definition stage, and effectively take it from greenfields exploration into brownfields, and really trying to de-risk a project that we can actually move to some form of resource definition in the future. Thanks a lot.